Hi, welcome to Introduction to Medical Cantonese, an online series designed for intermediate-level Chinese speakers. This series is courtesy of the David Geffen School of Medicine at UCLA, a project of the Chinese Medical Interest Group. We hope you will learn the words, phrases, and sentences necessary for conducting medical interviews in Cantonese. You will also be learning about aspects of Chinese cultures and customs related to medical care, such as traditional Chinese medicine, patient-doctor relationships, and culturally sensitive topics. We've put together this series because limited English proficiency continues to be a significant barrier to healthcare access for Chinese immigrants. Although there is a growing number of healthcare providers who are ethnically Chinese, it does not translate to a workforce equipped with the linguistic and cultural skills appropriate for taking care of Chinese patients. Furthermore, interpreters also do not fully address the language and cultural gap in a doctor-patient relationship. Not to mention that interpretation is time-consuming at best and completely absent in some settings. We hope that this series will help to create a culturally aware and linguistically appropriate workforce in caring for the Chinese diaspora. To excel in the course of this series, you will need a functional understanding and usage of Yuping. You will need a basic understanding of grammar and conversation skills, and of course, a willingness to learn and practice cultural humility. The ability to read and write in Chinese is not required. And lastly, to excel, you'll need a dedication to practice and application of knowledge. This series is based on the CMEG Medical Cantonese Workbook, published at the same site. The included vocabulary covers symptoms, anatomy, testing, condition, and treatment of specific medical conditions. Also included in the workbook are translation and cultural notes for clarification of cultural concepts. Practice materials, such as practice sentences and mock interviews, are also provided in the workbook. Learning a language requires repetition, and aside from the practice sentences and interviews, we're also providing Anki cards with pronunciation for each chapter. They can be found at the CMEG website as well. Our workbook series is organized by medical specialties. Chapter 1 and 2 are basics of medical Cantonese, including general interview phrases, medical specialty names, and pharmacology. Chapter 3 to 9 pertain to specific medical specialties, and you may choose to study them in no particular sequence or only the chapters you're most interested in. Chapter 10 discusses traditional Chinese medical concepts and Cantonese terms for insurance and public health, which are also often discussed in medical offices. At the end of the introduction, we will be providing some disclaimers. The translations presented here do not represent the only correct way to convey information. There may be multiple ways to structure a sentence or ask the same question. Real life is not the USMLE, where only one answer is accepted, because although translations are provided with the help of native speakers and extensive research, we are not language experts. There may be inaccuracies, but we do aim to be as accurate, clear, concise, and coherent as possible, using resources such as dictionaries and Chinese search engines to research which translation is the most widely accepted and understood. If you have any suggestions and questions regarding specific translations, feel free to reach out to us. Now let's get started in this exciting series to have meaningful communications with Cantonese-speaking patients.